Welcome to the weekly webcast from the team at Motoring Middle East in association with Talk About Media. Here's our roundup of the latest from the world of motoring.
This week we're checking out Volkswagens at Yas Marina Circuit.
We talk about car culture in the UAE and meet J.Lo at a showroom opening.
Plus, the new Kia Quoris is launched and I check out the camel races. Volkswagen was at Yas having a full-day event to celebrate the fact that they've sold more cars in the Middle East than any other in their history. How many cars have they sold? Well, they didn't tell me, and I'm assuming
a lot, was it?
It was potentially.
Must be a lot.
The event was filmed to the brim, of course, with Volkswagen's own staff, who finally got the chance to have a little fun with their own cars, driving a Golf GTI on the track and drag racing Golf Rs. For me, the most fun part was the wet slalom course at the end, where I had to try to keep a car under control while under attack by huge blasts of water and fighting a nasty skid plate.
You should have put the windows up.
They don't really want to get more in my hair, what's left of it. Unfortunately, all they gave me was a Passat. It's a sad face.
It's alright, I like Passats. The Shelter in Dubai put on a discussion about car culture in the UAE in collaboration with our good friends Damien Reed and classic car expert Gaurav Dar of the Rolling Art Emporium. They asked me to moderate it.
I don't know why.
Thanks for your support. And with the help of Mohammed Al Falasi of Drift UAE and Autocross UAE and Retrieve of the EMSF and Mohsen Raza from the car modifying scene, it was a great discussion about what goes on in the car scene in the UAE.
What did you talk about?
Well, I just said it was sort of car culture-y stuff,
Sorry, I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah, clearly, you don't pay any attention to anything I say. Oh, it's about, where to buy a car, how to buy a car, where to get a classic, and also hagwalah.
Is it dangerous or is it okay?
This is the question, is that actually drifting or is that just being out of control? We also managed to move on to the topic of whether or not MIA can sing or not.
Is she dangerous or is she okay?
I don't even know who she is.
Oh, a bit after your time, old man. But she can't, for your information. Speaking of singers with questionable talent, guess who popped into Dubai this weekend to open Audi's latest showroom?
Was it Britney Spears?
No, it wasn't.
Was it Rihanna?
No, it wasn't.
Was it Lana Del Rey? I don't know who that is, but it says up there.
I'm not really sure who it was. It wasn't Lana Del Rey. They tell me it was Jennifer Lopez, but I'm not buying it.
Doesn't really look like her, does it? I have to be honest.
It looks like somebody from a different country and from a different gender, to be honest. Low blow, I'm afraid. If it was J.Lo, she inaugurated what is now the biggest Audi showroom in the whole world. 15,000 square meters,
Wow.
3 levels, 1 entire floor just set aside for customization, and 60 service bays.
Well, talking of big backsides, you went to see some camel racing, didn't you? What's that got to do with cars?
Quite a bit, as it turns out. I was at Al Shiba to see the frankly unbelievable sight of 100 camels blasting down a sandy track while being chased by 100 Land Cruisers. Now, for those of you who don't know, camel racing in the UAE now uses radio-controlled robot jockeys instead of little
small robots, aren't they? They just sort of sit and plonk them on top of
But they're
the
dressed
camel,
up like little jockeys, which
It's
is
really quite cool, actually.
Very cute. But unfortunately, the radios that control them only have a limited range, so the owners have to keep up by driving alongside on a parallel track.
Ooh.
And as you can tell by the footage if you're watching this, it's more than a little bit frightening and very messy if things go wrong, which it did once or twice in the day.
Rather you than me. In other news, Indian car maker Mahindra & Mahindra might be about to buy Aston Martin off Investment Dar in Kuwait, which isn't so shocking when you consider Tata of India already owns Jaguar and Land Rover.
Speaking of new introductions, Kia has launched the new Quoris, which is their rival to the BMW 7 Series. And at 180,000 dirhams, it's a whole lot cheaper. And it's got engines from a V6 engine, 3.8 litres, and it promises to be really good fun when you get to drive it next week. And you remember that Boss 302 Mustang you were harping about last week?
Oh, I was positively salivating over that thing.
Forget about that car. You can now get a brand new Dodge Challenger 392 SRT8 at Trading Enterprises for, guess how much?
You tell me.
194,000 dirhams.
Man, that is tempting.
What 302?
Anyway, check out more on all of these stories and more on our website, motoringme.com, and you can also follow us and get all the latest news from the world of motoring on our Facebook page, which is
facebook.com/motoringmiddleeast.
Go there now to let us have your feedback on this video and anything else we do, including you can ask us why are we wearing black and white shirts today?
I think it's a good versus evil team.